right, guys, here we go. We're going to start this relic build. What we have here is a left-handed Fender Protone neck, and this is a gorgeous neck. I've already taken the logo off of it and changed it to a Fat Cat logo, and now I'll sand down these little bits of tear out here from the neck screws just very quickly, just to get them smooth. And what we're going to do is I've already put, like, this has got dots on the wrong side, obviously, marker dots. And these are standard Fender. There's a hole drilled in here quite far, and there's a black piece of polystyrene plastic that goes in there, and it gets sanded and leveled off. What we're going to do is we're going to make some cheap side dots. I had, for the time being, I just dotted some stuff on here with the end of a Q-tip stick and some nail polish. But what we're doing is we're scraping that off. We don't want that on there. We don't want that on there. So we're scraping that off with a razor blade very quickly. And then what we're going to do is we have good, since we've already addressed all the fretwork on this neck, we have very good wipe on poly to refinish this side of the neck once we're done. We'll refinish it with some wipe on poly. But what we're doing here is we're just scraping off this very top layer and kind of scuffing the polystyrene finish on this neck. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a drill, very small drill bit, probably a little bit bigger than the standard Fender dots, and we're going to mark these out. We're going to mark them out with a Sharpie. We're going to mark them out with a Sharpie, and we're going to drill holes in this neck. We're going to drill some shallow holes in this neck, and we're going to fill it in with a mixture of black nail polish, which is an acrylic, and super glue. It's thick super glue. The good Stanley construction adhesive super glue that I use, and we're gonna fill those little divots that we drill with the drill bit. We're gonna fill those divots with the acrylic super glue mixture, and then we're gonna accelerate it and seal it. So we're going to try some budget dots here, because you know what, I don't have the money to, well, I do have the money, I guess, but I don't want to wait. I want to put this guitar together. So I really don't want to wait for a StewMac order to get some black dots material and then be doing it that way. So we're going to do it this way with the acrylic super glue mixture, because that way it'll be done, and it'll be done very quickly, and then we can start putting this guitar together. I want to have this guitar together today. I want to finish this guitar before SummerSlam starts tonight. Tonight would be night 2. It is Sunday. And congratulations to Obafemi for defeating Brock Lesnar last night. So here we go. We're ready to go. We're going to mark out these dots. I don't know if let me get the drill bits. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. I'm not gonna mark these out. I'm just gonna eyeball it. And I want a slightly bigger bit than what Fender would use for the dots, if you know what I mean. So I want a slightly bigger dot. I'm thinking this is it. This is way too small. Yeah, maybe that's more like it. All right, I found my bit. We're just gonna go with that. We're just gonna go with that. And we're gonna go in ever so slightly. We need to untangle my cord here. Yeah, of course. If anything wasn't tangled, I wouldn't know what life was. And we're just going to go down ever so slightly. If we had it in the right direction. We're going to eyeball it. There we go. Now we'll take our razor blade that we used earlier and we'll just take any tear out off of that. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. There it is there. Just a very slight hole. I think I want to find, there was a unit here that was I don't have it. Let me try it this way. Of course, I'm dropping things all over the place, you know. Because it wouldn't be me if I wasn't dropping things all over the place. There we go. Put a little pilot. That's looking very nicely. That's looking very nicely. We are definitely in the zone. We are definitely in the zone. All right, we got 3 holes drilled. There's 3 drilled. And what we'll do is we'll pause you and we'll put you on time lapse. And we'll drill the rest of them and then we'll show you making up the acrylic and super glue concoction. Hold on. Okay, in this paper plate, I've mixed up some nail polish and some super glue. And what we're going to do is just get a drop on the end of this toothpick. We're going to put it right in there. We're going to put it right in there. And yeah, of course we're going over the edge, but we're going to sand this down. It's looking pretty sloppy right now, but it's not going to in a few minutes, I guarantee you. Here we go. And we're trying to do this quickly before this ends up drying, because this is super glue, but you know, of course, this is super glue, and it's starting to get thick already. And this is going to take the same process of essentially as doing it with the dots. We're going to sand this down and refinish the edge. But what you'll see is just where the hole was from the drill. Colored in with black. That's my theory anyway. Let's spray this with the accelerator. Hope that'll, yeah, it's made it dry already. It's made it dry already. It's perfect. This can go away. This is going in the garbage before I end up discoloring things. Now, what we'll do is we'll take our razor blade again, and we're going to let this dry just a minute, but we're going to take our razor blade and scrape this off. And that's what we're going to end up with. Perfect dot. We're just going to go through, I'll do it on time lapse. We're going to go through and scrape the rest of them down. We'll be back. Okay guys, there we go. Cheap, budget dots. Look at that. Looks damn near factory. Okay, you know, I eyeballed them. But it looks damn near factory. This will look fantastic. It will definitely serve the purpose. And You know, I thought I would have to use wipe on poly and refinish this, but we didn't go through. The fender poly is so thick. We didn't go through it all. So we're done. We did mar it a little bit right here, but I mean, jeez, this is my guitar, so I'm not even going to worry about it. So this is fantastic Fender, actual genuine Fender stuff. But I did take the logo off and I put my Fat Cat on there. So this nut, because I know Fender, this nut will be way too high, and I'm just going to reslot it. I'm putting, you know, like I said, it's my guitar. If it wasn't my guitar, I would definitely tear out this nylon nut and replace it with a bone nut and reslot it and then slot it and everything else. But since it's my guitar, we're just going to reslot this nylon because you know damn well it's going to be way too high. And so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And we're going to start putting this guitar together today. And a little spot right there. A little spot of black. There we go. I think if that happened, I would have a stroke. So right now, the thought process is this is a little spot of black. But look at that. That came out very nice. And that's how you do budget dots at home. There you go. I think we're gonna do we're gonna put this up as a short.